So we're going to go ahead and dive right into this video. And on this video, I'm curious to know from you guys' perspective. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my answer. Does having more rings mean that you are better than the other player? I'm sure you hear NBA players talk about it. I'm sure, you probably have talked about it, yourself with your friends or your brothers or your cousins or whoever you're talking to about. I'm sure you guys had the conversation of who's better and why they are better. So in this video, I'm going to explain and give you my answer on why I chose what I chose. So before you watch it, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button, click the like button. Make sure after the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said before, there are 5 scenarios we're going to get into. And the first one is Michael Jordan and Bill Russell. The second one is Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. The third is LeBron James and Michael Jordan. The fourth is Robert Horry and all other power forwards that played in the NBA or is in the NBA. And the last one is Steve Kerr and Derek Fisher, along with talking about other point guards that are in the NBA or has played in the NBA. All right, so the first scenario we're going to talk about is Michael Jordan and Bill Russell. In conversation, when we are talking about who is the GOAT, this man name always pop up in everybody's mouth, on TV, and pretty much everywhere. Michael Jordan. And what has Michael Jordan done for our league and the accomplishments he has made while he played in the NBA, and how he was very competitive and how he pushes his teammates to get at his level so that they're able to play in the playoffs, and not just play in the playoffs, but win championships year after year. But we have Bill Russell, who has actually won 11 championship rings. And we always ask, why isn't he in the conversation of being the GOAT? Or at least maybe in the top 5 or in the top 10. Why is Bill Russell not in conversation when we have conversations about the GOAT? Moving right along with the second scenario, and that is Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. So when we start off with Kobe Bryant, when his time in the league, he won 5 NBA championships. Of course, along with other different accolades while he was in the game. Pretty much the same level of intensity as Michael Jordan, that competitive nature, that drive, and also pushing his teammates and being able to get the rings that he got while he was in the league. Now, in conversation, some people would say that LeBron James will still be better than Kobe Bryant. But LeBron James only have 4 rings, along with his accolades as well, and what he has done for his team, and his drive is a tad bit different from Michael Jordan's and Kobe Bryant, but his drive still got him and his team where they needed to go, and that's to get to NBA Finals and to try to win a championship as well. So moving right along with the next scenario, and that's LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Now, conversation about these two also comes along in people's mouths when we talk about who is the better player. Is it LeBron or is it Michael Jordan? And a lot of people would say, of course, Michael Jordan, because based off of his rings. So the next scenario is Robert Horry and power forwards that also is in the league or has played in the league. Now, when it comes to Robert Horry, he played on 3 different NBA basketball teams and won championships with those 3 NBA basketball teams. And they were Houston Rockets, Los Angeles Lakers, and the San Antonio Spurs. Now, This is one of the big men that also has more rings in the NBA, which is 7 rings, more than a lot of NBA power forwards that has played. Now you have other power forwards in the league or that has played in the league that did a lot for their team as well. But some of them has fallen short of winning the NBA championship ring. And then you have some that have won the NBA championship ring, but it only has been probably 1, 2, maybe 3. Still, it's not enough to be able to compare yourself to Robert Horry. And also, keep in mind, when it comes to Robert Horry, he wasn't an all-star player. He wasn't a player that's going to go in the Hall of Fame. He was strictly a role player. He had one job to do, and that job was to knock down jump shots when it's open. And, of course, if a lane is open, he go in for a layup or a dunk. Our final scenario is Derek Fisher and Steve Kerr, and point guards that have played in the league or is still playing in the league. Now, when it comes to Derek Fisher and Steve Kerr, these are 2 point guards that have more rings than a lot of our point guards that have played in the league and is still playing in the league with 5 NBA championships. Now, does that take away from the point guards that have played with the skill abilities and what they have done for their team while they have been playing in the NBA? Or what about guys that are in the NBA today? Does it take away from their game and from how good of a player they are when it comes to this situation? All right, guys, so it's about that time for me to give you my answer to the topic of discussion. Does having more rings make you better than the other player that doesn't have any rings? And so, is it the player or is it the rings? So my answer is rings doesn't matter if you are better than the next player. So when we go back on the first scenario, yes, I do think Michael Jordan is better than Bill Russell when we are talking about individual accolades and what he has done the 15 seasons that he has played professional basketball. Not to say that Bill Russell didn't do anything, because again, 11 NBA championship rings is a lot, along with MVP, All-Star, All-Defensive, first and second team, and rebounding champion. But at the same time, that was pretty much it that he has done while he was in the league. And his stats wasn't as much as Michael Jordan. Moving right along with the second and the third scenario, which is LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. Now, overall, I still would say Michael Jordan is better because in his short 15 seasons in NBA, he was able to accomplish a lot in every category. Now, when we're talking about Kobe Bryant, I feel like Kobe Bryant is better skilled than LeBron James and also has a better killer instinct. But when it comes to Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, I still think Michael Jordan tops Kobe because he done more than Kobe. Now, when it comes to LeBron James is about to be 40 and is still active in the NBA as we speak right now. And it's not like he's doing bad. He's actually doing good in his age. So he has longevity than the both of them and can still break records. Moving right along with our last 2 scenarios, which is Robert Horry, Derek Fisher, and Steve Kerr, going up against all the power forwards and all the point guards. So when we're talking about Robert Horry, he has won 7 championship rings when he played in the NBA. But does that make him better than any of these power forwards on this chart? Absolutely not. Robert Horry was a role player. He did what he's supposed to do. Okay? Same thing goes with Derek Fisher and Steve Kerr. That don't make them better than any of these point guards that is on this chart, all because they have more rings than these point guards. They played their role and they stuck with it. Yes, they have more rings, but that does not make them better than these players. In conclusion to this video, Having more NBA championship rings does not make you a better player than the next one. What it matters is what you are doing now, what you have done for the league. It comes down to your leadership. It comes down to dominance. It comes down to killer instinct. It comes down to being that clutch person. It comes down to individual accolades. It comes down to stats, breaking records. That is what matters when you are playing in the NBA and what makes you a better player. So until next time, make sure you guys watch this video. Enjoy this video. Leave a comment in the comment box. Make sure you purchase your boy's ebook. This your boy Coach D-Lo, man, and champions thrive on elevation. Praise to the Most High.